In part 1 of this series on dimensional analysis, we did a very simple conversion from tablespoons to teaspoons. Now it's time for a more complex problem with more than one conversion factor. Suppose you want to have a smoothie on the menu. You have a recipe that makes 2 servings. The recipe calls for 1 cup of milk. How many cups of milk will you need to make 200 smoothies? If 1 cup of milk makes 2 servings, you will need half a cup of milk for 1 serving. Multiply that by 200 and you get 100 cups of milk. But it would be impractical to use a cup measure when making a larger batch. Let's convert that to quarts. There are 4 cups in 1 quart. This is our conversion factor. You may already know this from memory, or you may have found this information from a chart. You can download this one in the link in the video description. Remember, the first step is to write down your starting measurement, which is 100 cups. Next, we add the conversion factor. Do we put cups or quarts on top? Think about the measurement we want to end up with. We put quarts on top and cups on the bottom because we want the cups measurement to cancel out. But wait, you remember you have buckets with gallon measurements that can be used to mix up your smoothies. Let's add another conversion factor so we can end up with our milk measurement in gallons. We already added our cups to quarts conversion factor, and now we need to add our quarts to gallons conversion factor. We want to end up with our milk measurement in gallons. Let's put the gallon part of the conversion factor on top and the quarts part on the bottom so that they cancel out, just like the cups. We are finally ready to do the math. We multiply all of the numbers on top and then the numbers on the bottom. 100 times 1 times 1 is 100, and 4 times 4 is 16. Then we divide those numbers or reduce the fraction. We end up with 6.25 or 6 1/4 gallons. That's how much milk we need in total to make 200 smoothies. But your buckets can only hold about a gallon of liquid. If we make 6 batches, we will need 1.04167 gallons of milk per batch. It would be impossible to measure that amount in gallons with your eyes. Let's use dimensional analysis to convert that small amount to cups. Once we set up our grid with the conversion factors, we multiply the numbers on top and bottom, then reduce the fraction. We end up with about 2/3 of a cup of milk. We can measure that out with a liquid measuring cup and pour into the bucket that already has 1 gallon of milk. Math can be intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. With dimensional analysis, you have the power to think through culinary conversions in your own kitchen and on a larger scale, so your recipes turn out great.